Neal, a point on the road here at Wealdstone this evening. Do you think that reflected as a fair result?
Yeah, I think in the end both teams cancelled each other out. I thought they kept trying to play. They're a team that just lost 5-0. They were tighter defensively. I thought we weren't at our best today. We lacked a little bit of, I think our passing wasn't great, our tempo, I thought first 25 minutes we had a bit of zip about us, looked like we'd create chances, but as the game wore on, we tweaked the shape a little bit because we just looked a little bit at sea with our own performance, and it was important to make sure we didn't get beat, and in the end we've seen out a draw. Haven't played great with or without the ball at times.
Was it a case of that first 25 minutes, if we were going to win it and get that opening goal, we had to do it then, and we went really close through Dalla? I don't know how that's not come in.
Yeah, I think both teams, I thought the first half an hour both teams were a little bit end to end, and I thought that's when there was a bit of zip about the game. I thought the game petered out a little bit as it went on. They were tactically trying to move the ball and pass the ball. We were trying to make sure that we got our press wrong a little bit in the first half, but in the second half we made sure we worked from our shape a bit, and I was just hoping that it was one of them days where we weren't at our best. There was too many players not at their best, and it was one of them where I was hoping that a chance might fall our way as long as we made sure we didn't fall behind, and it's a point. It's not a great performance, but it's a point, and we've lost 1 in 7 now, so I can't be too harsh on the boys.
Yeah, keep ticking along, that's the important thing, and another clean sheet, so it boosts the defensive morale as well.
Yeah, after the 5 at Dagenham, we've had to make sure our defensive mentality is better, but it's one of them. It was a poor game. Two teams cancelled each other out in the end. They were a team on the back of a 5-0 loss. We were a team that should have been in good vein of confidence, but I just felt that too many players didn't quite perform at their best, and when you do that, the next thing you say to your team is don't get beat. If you're having an off day as a team, don't get beat, and I can give them credit for hanging on in there and getting the point.
You tweaked it at half time, put Lois into the midfield. Was that in mind with trying to get more possession of the ball?
Yeah, we felt like we was a bit open in midfield. We tried to press them high, we tried to play with a front three, press their back three high. We knew they wanted to play it from the back. We got it right for the first 20 minutes, then we started to get it wrong, and then they started finding gaps in us. So at half time I tweaked it, tried to make us more solid through the middle. We tweaked it to a diamond and tried to sort of have that stability in midfield, and then when we won it, hopefully we was hoping the pitch would be a bit open, but even when we won it back, our quality in our balls and our passing, we went backwards too often and we was a bit loose with it. So I think in the end I'll take the point. Hopefully we'll get our legs back and we'll put in a much better performance on Saturday.
Yeah, you mentioned Saturday, Kings in a way. Is it a case of take the point here, but also now we've got that point here to build and look for that victory on Saturday?
Yeah, we always set the team up to try and win the games with the players we've got and the goals we've got in us. We need to try and win games of football, but sometimes as a manager you just look, and no matter what you're trying, the team's just not quite at it and the levels aren't right, and whether that's a mentality, whether that's an individual thing. We threw Ozzy on because we know he can produce a bit of magic, big man on in case we got a good delivery into the box, and he got on the end of it, so we just tried something different, but none of it paid off.
Just finally, there's players filtering back in. You mentioned Kyle Ozzy and Barney came back in, and what's your bet on Matty Preston? How's he looking?
Matty, we'll have a look. He's obviously just got this tweak in his knees. He can do all the running and stuff, he just, when he passes a ball, it's been a bit sore, so we'll see how he goes on Thursday. I'm hoping he might get back out on the grass and be on the balls on Thursday, but we'll see, and the quicker we get them all back, the more selection problems I've got.
Okay, cheers now.
Cheers.